Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Friday. It's May 8th, 2020. Twin. Holla. It's good to see you. You look great. I I've never seen you looking so wonderful. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure that I got all my weird other audio turned off. This is going to be a great night. It's Friday. I don't always get a chance to do live streams on Friday, but you're here, so it's going to be extra special. Oh, good, good. I'm turning off all that excess outside sound. There you go. Boom! I got it right before the lag came in. Holla! All right, so we got a big event happening mañana noche. That's UFC 249 in Jacksonville, Florida. OMG. OMG. Are you excited? I'm so very excited. That's like Borat, right? Remember? He'd say, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Why wouldn't you be? You've been waiting for a long. Oh. There's gonna be so many good fights. There's gonna be so much blood, so much sangre. It's gonna be a bad to the bone. I'm very excited. I'm gonna be jumping. I'm gonna explain how this works. So I'm gonna be talking to you. I got a couple camera angles here, and I am going to attempt to do some Discord calls. This may not work. That would be a reach. Like if you went to college, a whole lot of time in school, but some people went to college, and when they applied, there was something called a reach, a reach school, and I'm gonna try to reach and maybe try to use Discord. And I know what you're thinking. There is no try. There is only do and do not. Well, it might not happen. That's what's going on here, and it's gonna be great. But if you want this to be a lot of fun, jump into the live chat, and I will be checking out the chitty chat, and we're gonna do some chissy chat, and that'll make it interactive AF. So that's gonna be great. Also, I know my Wi-Fi is a little iffy outside. It's a storming. A storm is a brewing, and so I might come in a little. I just gotta let you know that I'm. Oh yeah. I'm not getting a smooth signal. Is that happening? Yeah? It's gonna be happening a little bit. Okay, so good stuff. I just want you to let you know how it's working out. We'll see. Might not be able to do the full stream. We'll see. Okay, so let's get it rocking and rolling. Let's get it rocking and rolling either way. If we gotta bail, we gotta bail. If we gotta bail, we gotta bail. That's how it goes down. We'll keep pushing. I'm gonna keep on pushing. Oh wow. So off where I kind of left off earlier today. If you're new to my live stream, I do live streams Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, East Coast, y'all. And then on Friday nights, they would do a 10 p.m. one. I am on Cox, and what I mean by that is that's the name of my media, my internet, my cable. It's Cox, and Cox is sucking. Cox is sucking, but Cox is only sucking because of the weather. It's not like Cox are suckers. They're not. Cox ain't suckers. Okay. I want you to know that. So if they think, okay, you get it, you get me. Don't go crazy. Don't go crazy now, Tim. So we do the Friday night live stream, and then we do a Sunday night at 7 p.m. So if you didn't make it to church because you have issues, or maybe you have subscriptions, I don't know how deep you get with your. then we'll do that, and then you can always finish it off the evening with a little Rick and Morty if you're into that. I know I like Rick and Morty. Oh jeez, oh jeez. And in case you're wondering, the views expressed here are 100% mine, my own. So we got 238 days left in 2020. I'm so looking forward to. So I'm looking forward to what's going to happen this year. All right, let's just jump into the fights. Let's go over the card. let's go over the card. Let's start from my first fight that I really, really want to go over. It is, bringing it up. Let's look at the gosh darn card. Let's go to the card. Okay. This is the fight that I'm really, really excited about. Nico Price versus Vicente Luque. Nico Price, Vicente Luque. Nico Price, I believe that his reach is actually that of a man who is 6'3¼ He's got this long, long reach. He is one of the most creative finishers in the welterweight division, if not all of the UFC. He just had a child at the very tail end of 2019. God, it's raining so hard outside. He just had a kid, and he's been hungry for a fight, and he's going to try to get some get back to avenge his loss against you-know-who, Vicente. What is he, the Young Assassin? I don't know what his nickname is, something like that, right? He's a good-looking guy, really nice bone structure, long mandible, good jaw, good cheekbone. Anyway, I don't want to get crazy. He needs to beat Vicente, so he's coming off a little. He's going after Vicente for an revenge match, and then Vicente just lost to Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Wonderboy was sidekicking him, getting him right in the gut, and Vicente is going to want to get some, he's going to want to avenge that last loss. So these two guys are going to fight, and it's going to be a fight, okay? It's going to be a big, yeah. Am I not looking at the right window? Am I looking at the wrong screen? Is that what's going on here? Not sure. Okay, so I feel good. How many people are still out there? I got 2 concurrent viewers. We'll go for a few more minutes, and if I can't get the data in here because of the service, then I'll call this. But I'm having a great time, regardless. I got 2 viewers out there. If you're here and you can hear me, hit a 1. Hit a 1 in there. Otherwise, gosh, this might not work. Okay, so that's the first fight. That is the first fight. Besides, actually on the pre-prelims. That's on the pre-prelims. Now, here's another fight I'm looking forward to. Calvin Kattar versus Jeremy Stephens. If I would put money on this fight, that other fight I wouldn't put money on. The Luque Price fight, no, that's just going to be a fun fight to watch. Just take a shot right before that fight. Ooh, I haven't drank in so long. I might have to have a beer for this thing. I haven't had a drink in going on. It'll be 7-8 weeks, I think, tomorrow. Anyway, what are you going to do? Why am I going to drink in quarantine by myself? Okay, featherweight. Jeremy Stephens versus Calvin Kattar. Calvin Kattar is going to run through Jeremy Stephens like a hot knife through butter. He's going to be like una cuchillo in un mantequilla. He's going to get up in your ass slow like Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang. It's for the children. I would bet money on Calvin Kattar. I say $15. A $15 bet Calvin Kattar wins. I wouldn't go Calvin Kattar. See, people won't want to take that fight. They won't want to take that bet. You go Calvin Kattar by TKO. Calvin Kattar by TKO. That is the bet. That's the bet right there, okay? $15. I'm going to say that's a solid bet. And then tell the person, yeah. That's a good one. I'll call that one. Here's another fight not too sure about. We got Ronaldo Jacare Souza versus Uriah Primetime Hall. Did you believe that Rogan thought Ryan Hall versus Jacare Souza? No, not Ryan Hall. Uriah Hall. Ryan Hall is a featherweight. He's actually from up around where I'm from. He's from Fairfax. He trained 50-50 jiu-jitsu. It's off Route 50. Okay, that's a road in Fairfax, Route 50. Big road. It's a nice road, all right? All right, Northern Virginia, Nova, what? But he also loves to do leg locks, which is like from the 50-50 position. It makes sense, but it doesn't make sense that he would fight Jacare. Jacare is a freaking middleweight, and he walks around way over. He probably walks around at like probably 212, 212-ish maybe 205, and he cuts down, drops the 20 down to 185, sucks down. There's no way he could give up that kind of weight. He just couldn't do it. But that would be a good jiu-jitsu match, wouldn't it? To see him fight jiu-jitsu, and then have no time limit, maybe Ryan Hall could beat him. He'd get a little monkey style on his back. So, anyways, I don't know who's going to win that fight. Yacares doesn't have the hands that Uriah has. Uriah's got one of the few jumping, spinning, back kick, head kick knockouts in UFC history. So that could just be some dramatic highlight type stuff. It could be dope. It could be dope. Let's see what's going on in the live stream. If anybody's chitting and chatting in the live stream, are you chitting? Are you chatting? Give me 1 second. I gotta see. Nope, nobody's doing it. It's all right. It's okay with me. It's all right. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. Go. We're fine. We don't need you. Relax. Wait, this is who am I? Who am I? Who's this? Who is this? Who is that? It's John. This is John Jones when he's being good, right? And this is John Jones usually. Usually. Okay. Yeah, for sure. So anyway, that was what was going on there. Apologies. I have got a little bit of ADHD. Okay, we covered the first three there. So we got a middleweight, a featherweight, welterweight that I already covered. Okay, just give me a second. I got to go to the next one. Okay. This one's the... Have you seen the movie where it's a Quentin Tarantino movie, and you've got Samuel L. Jackson, and you've got... Is it Django Unchained? Django Unchained. They had Mandingo fighting. Giant black dudes fighting, like a wrestling, no holds barred, like kind of gouge your eyeball out type thing, fish hook type thing. I can say it. I'm African American. Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Francis Ngannou is the battle of the Mandingo warriors. It's a real toss-up, right? It's a real toss-up because I don't know how good Jairzinho really is. I know Jairzinho's got the finishing power, but so does Ngannou. And they both beat Overeem. And this is my thing. I believe Overeem's a better... It's like this, man. Overeem's better, guys. But those guys have power. I was eating popcorn, so maybe that's why. Overeem's got skills. He's just old, and his jaw is like not even glass. His jaw is like... God, it's like rock candy. It's like, psh, it's just... Yeah. He just doesn't have the durability. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's just so skilled and he just can't beat these guys anymore because they can just, like, touch him and just turn him right off. Because this is the thing. I know that if they trained with Overeem on a regular basis, they'd be like, dang it, I got to go against Alistair constantly. He's just, because he's so skilled, he'd be whooping their ass in the gym. But then when it comes down to a fight and they just have to be ferocious, yeah, it's crazy. And Biggie Boy's got skills. Biggie Boy got them skills. Isn't it interesting that neither one of them is an American citizen, but they were both in America ready to rock and roll for the fight? Right? Yeah, whatever. So, I think Ngannou's going to do it. Because Ngannou has fought some real bad boys. Some real bad boys. And the people that Jairzinho beat, Ngannou could easily beat or has actually already beaten. For example, Overeem. Ngannou knocked Overeem into the stratosphere, and then Overeem took it, Rozenstruik, all the way into the 5th round. That fight was in D.C., by the way, not too far from my crib. I think Ngannou ended up getting the rub from fighting Miocic, Stipe, you know, and that made him better. And then also Ngannou has fought fights that made him look like a punk, and he doesn't want any of that. He's going in there like Black Panther. And I don't mean the Black Panther Party for social, change. I mean like Black Panther, like, like Wakanda forever. So I think that Jairzinho's going to lose. Boom. All right. If you have anything to say it in the live stream chat. Otherwise, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. My dad says that. My dad goes, shut your mouth. He says it like that, and I'm like, ew. Stop it. I don't like that. Okay. Cool. My thing's coming in nice and neat. There you go. It's coming in nice and neat. My lips. I got big lips. I got lips like these big black people lips, and I'm a black person, but that's like when you know. Like if you look at me, you're like, I thought he's mixed, right? But then you see the lips, and the lips, they they're like, yeah. So it happens. I just sometimes I see myself and I'm like, dude, I got big lips. You know how much chapstick I go through? I go through so much chapstick. It's crazy. Let me check the Discord real quick, y'all. Let me check and see my Discord, see if anybody came up in the Discord. Give me a sec, bro. Give me a sec, bro. Shrink it down. No. No. Okay, we're good to go. Good to go. Back in black, back in the house, back in the house. All right. Moving over. Back down to the next fight. Let's see. Greg Hardy, Yorgan De Castro. Yorgan De Castro, if I'm not mistaken, he trains in South Florida at oh God, am I mistaken? If you know where Yorgan De Castro trains, I'm pretty sure he either trains alongside Jessica Andrade or he trains in he's Cape Verdean. Where was he training? I thought he trained. No. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you where he trains anymore. Yeah, I thought he used to. He trains in Massachusetts. I'm mistaken. All right. Yeah, Greg Hardy versus Yorgan De Castro. That's just going to be a good fight. I'm not really sure. Greg Hardy's a little dirty. He's a little dirty, man. Didn't he like? Yeah, I know he illegally hit somebody at some point. God, but he's got that. Those NFL genetics are nasty. NFL genetics are sick. But I just. I'm not sold on Greg Hardy yet. I'm just not sold on him. Let's see if we can take a call. Let's see if I can take a call here. See if Jacob calls. Come on, stupid phone. Even my phone sucks right now. Even my phone sucks. All right. I just want to have it set up. Okay, we ran through that. Let's take this. Yeah, yeah, there's a couple more fights I want to go through. I'm going to bring my main man in here. We'll see if he can take the call. We'll see if he can handle it. And we'll run it through my speaker just like that. Not get crazy. What's up, Killa? You doing well? I'm live. You're live. We're gonna run it right through the normal old school way. I got you right beside the recording device. It's gonna be a little gangsta.
Fantabulous.
Yeah, it should be all right. Okay, so I started streaming a little while ago. I covered a couple of the fights. I covered Rosenstruik, Stevens, Greg Hardy, and I also covered the Luque Price fight. So we still got more than half the card to cover.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I even had some odds. I was saying, I'll just tell you about like the odds on. I'd say $15. Oh, it's on. You know what? They apparently it's at catch weight now.
Oh, who is the Stevens and Cater?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Stevens weighed in at like 150.
Yeah, so it's 150 and a half now.
Yeah.
So okay, here's the odds: $15 on Cater by TKO.
Yeah, I definitely see that. I mean, dude, like, cause he was supposed to make 146, right?
I don't know what it was originally. Well, it was originally a featherweight.
Yeah, featherweight. So
that's right. You're right.
If it's not a title fight, they get like a 1 pound allowance.
Mm-hmm.
So, dude, he was almost 5 pounds overweight, dude. That's bad.
Some people have not been working out during the quarantine.
I know, but it's I mean, it's like don't take a fucking fight.
He needs the money. I know he needs the money.
Yeah, he needs the money, but it's not good. And so if that's the case.
Maybe I'm talking smack. Maybe he doesn't need the money. Remember when he said, when I hit people, they stay down.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? When he eats pizza, it stays down.
It's not like Stevens is not a 4-fight losing. He hasn't won in 4 fights. he had 3 losses and then 1 no decision with Yair their first match.
Yep, and Calvin Cater's a little bit of a he's a monster.
Yes, he is.
So he's just gonna roll through him. I was saying nobody will take that bet. I said nobody would take $15. I said if Cater doesn't win by TKO, I lose the bet. That's a good. And I'll say $15 on it. That's all. It's not crazy. Okay. Anyway, that's the only one I had. And then I have Ngannou over Roizenstruik. I don't know how it's gonna go down, but I do believe it's Ngannou on top.
I think it's too close to call.
I think it is too, but I like Ngannou a little bit more.
Yeah, I like Francis too. I'm a fan of both fighters. They definitely. I guess my biggest concern, and I've said this before, but I hope that this isn't like Ngannou, Derek Lewis.
That's what I'm thinking. I think that because he fought Derek Lewis like that after, and then he fought Stipe.
He's gonna come out guns blazing.
He's gonna be. I think he's gonna be a good looking Ngannou.
Yeah, we'll see, dude.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm wondering if Greg Hardy is going to do something a little shisty during the match. Maybe there's going to be an eye poke.
Okay, so we've already gotten from Greg Hardy. We've gotten illegal knees to a downed opponent.
Yep.
And then using his inhaler in the corner.
Inhalegate.
Yeah, Inhalegate. So
I thought he was vaping.
What other rules are up for him to break? Maybe he'll just be.
Eye poke, crotch shot, 12-6.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What if it was something? Dude, what if he just got? What if he lost the fight by decision, and it was due to him getting point deduction for grabbing the fence, for grabbing the cage too much?
He might. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. But it's maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking of because the knee strike thing, the knee, and that's something that someone that hasn't been fighting that long will fucking do. Grabbing the cage, he might just go for. I mean, it could be something like he could. It might be a close fight. It might go the distance, and he may end up like getting points deducted for that, or like point deduction for grabbing on the gloves or for grabbing onto the trunks, because he just does it too much to where it's kind of like it's so. You see this with the experienced guys. They do things that are so obviously flagrant that they have to get a point deduction.
They need to be taught.
Yeah. Well, and that just comes time and service, man. It's one of those things that they learn the tricks of how to get away, how to do something that is against the rules, but you are crafty enough to know, okay, because that's part of it is, octagon presence, ring presence, mat presence, whatever you want to call it. It's not just, it's in a sense, it's not just knowing where you're at in the cage. It's not just knowing where your opponent's at, but it's also, if you're going to do something that's borderline illegal, know where the fucking ref is.
Absolutely.
He's behind you. You won't see it. Do it. There's something said to that, and the only way to have that kind of presence is like you have to be in incredible shape, like firing all engines, just really with it. And if you're not, then it's where Herzog, especially you got a ref like Herzog. He's like he's Tiny Tim out there compared to these guys.
And I'm pulling up some pictures of Jorgen. Jorgen looks pretty good, man.
Yeah. Well, I guess my biggest thing is I don't think Hardy rates to be a main card guy.
It's because he was in the NFL, right?
Yeah, it is, but it's like, if he didn't have the illegal knees to the ground opponent, he didn't have the inhaler issue. Like if those weren't there and he had those wins, and his only loss truly was to who did he lose to his last fight? Ozdemir?
I'm not sure. I am not sure who he lost to.
I think it was the guy that Derek Lewis had that last second KO against.
Jorgen looks good, man. He's got some like nice looking little bit of an outline of some abs I'm seeing here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm kind of liking that. Greg Hardy, yeah. Did you hear? Did you hear about that one interview? Your favorite move is? You know, sometimes they'll say a submission or they'll say whatever puts them to sleep. You know, if they, you know, usually this one guy said I just my favorite move is checking the oil. I said okay, all right, all right. They said it really changes the. He says you can really dictate the pace of the match when you do stuff like that.
Yeah, do a little oil check. Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's hilarious. No, but back to what I was saying.
I know.
Hardy, I think if Hardy didn't have all that stuff, he only had that one loss, and that loss to I forget the guy's name.
It was Ozdemir. You're right.
And the inhaler. It's like,
wait a second.
That's like bush league shit.
It's the guy with the It was the guy with the stingray on his back. Alexander Volkov.
Yeah, Volkov. Okay.
Volkov. Yeah. Okay, so Ozdemir, I believe, is a 205er.
Yeah, I get this Russian with their names, and they all look the same.
I cannot confirm or deny that, but oh, I love it. No, just because I wanna.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Did you talk to Cedric?
Say again.
Triple C Dom.
My dad likes the fights. You know, he says that he thinks Dominic's bigger, man. He's taller. I don't think he might not be stronger, but he's definitely taller. And he's gonna have some reach. And the other thing is, Dominic actually a little bit. Have you seen some of those highlights?
Well,
I've seen him suplex a dude before.
Dude. Henry Cejudo, 2008.
Oh no, there's no way.
Gold medalist.
I know. We got to be like. This is the thing. He's gonna crush.
I could see him clipping Cejudo and getting tired, and maybe in like the fourth round get a takedown because Cejudo is hurt. But I don't like when it comes to wrestling and that type of grappling and pummeling and a body lock or takedown. I don't see that. If he's wise, he will not get. I mean, have you seen some of Cejudo's got a nasty inside strip, man.
I heard that. Yeah, he gets.
Oh, dude, it's sick. It's brutal. And so if Cruz is smart, if he's in a lock, a clinch lock, you should dirty box out. You should try to get out because that is not. That's his breadbasket, man. Rest gets in there. They're an over/under. They're pummeling. He's going to inside step on him and take him down.
If there's one thing that Dominic is, it is smart.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think he's going to have to be, I think he's got, seeing his fights, he's got good movement. He does a really good job of circling and just kind of moving. But again, I mean, to do that for 5 rounds, we'll see. I would put my money on Cejudo fight because emotions are high and all this kind of stuff. But you never know.
Yeah, it's too difficult for them to do that.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, man. There's a lot of bad weather out here in VA, so I know the stream is choppy. And if you guys are watching the stream right now, I know there's several of you out there. I really appreciate you. My main man over here in LA, Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's hellaciously. The weather was so bad today. Oh my god. It's like 9 degrees.
So we got a couple more to go through here. My estimation is that Pettis is gonna finish Cerrone's career nice and neatly.
I forgot that they're fighting.
That's the prelim. That's the early prelim card. I want to see Nico beat Vincente. That's on the early
Yes.
prelims. On the prelim, the headliner for that would be Pettis Cerrone.
Okay, I likes.
Right. So no, you know that Pettis beat Cerrone in 2013 or 14 already.
I was unaware of that.
Yeah,
Man, those guys have
WEC.
such a long career for both guys, man. They've been fighting for damn long time. Um, yeah, I mean, I did read that Cerrone said that he was really not there mentally for the McGregor fight.
Dude, Cerrone got beat by Tony not too long before that. He got I mean, like obviously he blew his nose, and then he got beat by friggin' the white gorilla middleweight now, Darren Till.
Okay.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, he's taken some beatings over the last couple of years. So
yeah, I agree. I think that again, hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's just a good fight. That's always with a lot of these fighters, man. I'm just like just don't suck.
if he breaks his hand in the fight, he needs to. God, this sounds so rude. I was gonna say if he breaks his hand in that fight, I think he needs to just not. He needs to just keep going, because he broke his hand in the fight against Tony, and then Duke Rufus threw in the towel. And it's like if you break your hand in the fight against Donald, like if you break it on his forehead, just start throwing elbows, Anthony. Just start doing kicks, man.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Because I think it's a much more even match than him versus Tony.
Oh, well done.
Now, okay, let's move on to. So we're still okay. So we're jumping around a little bit, but essentially, we'll finish off the talk with Tony and Justin. So let's go ahead. We'll run out. Let's go down to the early prelims and then back to the prelims. So I don't know a lot about Ryan Spann, but I do like Smiling Sam Alvey. I like him. I like his personality. He's a nice, solidly built light heavyweight. And Ryan Spann. What do we know about him?
Oh, that name kind of sort of sounds familiar.
Oh, dude, he's the chest, the black eye with the What? This dude looks like he's gonna fuck your whole female family.
That's beautiful.
Jesus, Ryan Spann he looks like a video game character, dude. And he's got a tattoo on his right pec that says blessed.
Tim, he's gonna fuck all the women in your house. And then leave just a small drop of milk in the jug.
Yeah. Oh. Did you know that this guy exists?
When he closes the fridge, he gives you a Biff 10 and it says, "Say hi to your mom for me."
God damn it! God damn it! You guys got to see Ryan Spann. This is what everybody who's watching the live stream can see a picture of what Ryan Spann looks like. Yeah, this dude is gonna take care of your family for you when you're not home. If you're in the military, you go on TDY. If you know what that. Yeah. This is your girlfriend's boyfriend. I don't know. This is your. Oh, dude. Okay, let me get this guy off the screen. It makes everybody sad. Oh wait, let me. Oh, I think we got to pull up Sam Alvey now. Oh, this picture's even worse. Hold on, I got to pull this up. You're not even seeing this. You're driving?
No. I'm at home, dude.
Oh, cool.
I'm just chilling. I was doing a little work. I've been fucking off a lot today. I think I posted probably like 5 different Instagram things. I just kind of like busy doing that and then juggling work and emails.
Do you know what being a poet is?
But being a poet, no, inform me.
So, what you were doing was you were being a poet, and what that means is, because today's Friday.
Yeah.
So you piss off early. Tomorrow's Saturday.
Yeah.
So that's being a poet. So if you ever fuck off on.
Are you just reciting the lyrics from the Rebecca Black It's Friday song?
I assure you, I'm not. I Friday, Yeah, Ryan Spann for you guys. He's got his index finger over his mouth, like he's saying shh. There's a white woman in the background in the middle distance, and she's just clapping like. She can just see. She can see. She cannot see much else in the room because of the width of his back.
Oh Jesus Christ!
So she's seeing you through the negative space between his V taper and his oblique muscle, and then his arm that's the back of his tricep, and she's just seeing the rest of the crowd through there. It's warm under there. There's a lot of heat radiating off of his serratus muscles, which are the muscles that he has that have actually the muscles that just protect his ribs. I'm just saying these terrible things. What I'm gonna do is I have a book called Nerve Centers and Pressure Points. It's by Bruce Tegner. He's like one of those like white dudes that was really into he's like one of those Chuck Norris contemporary kind of characters, right?
Okay.
So it's cool though because it's got like it's got like a lot of the diagrams of the body and then all these different like arrows that point to like the actual anatomical names. So like I want to study that. Like when you go to a place where they do Chinese medicine and they have a picture of like the person's kind of like doing a defensive position and it's got like their whole. You've seen these diagrams, right? So
yes.
I want to study that so when I'm talking I can be like, oh my god, he got me in my mandible. Oh, my epididymis. Oh, he got me in my duodenum. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, back to the friggin' thing. Okay, now we know that Ryan Spann. Okay, I'm not pulling up Sam Alvey. You don't get to see him, everybody. Okay, sorry.
Sam Alvey. That name sounds familiar.
Smiling Sam Alvey. That's what we. God, I gotta do it. I gotta pull Sam up. Come on, dude. Come. Oh, Sam Alvey's wife's attractive. Jesus. Sam Alvey. Okay. Oh, did he? What the hell? Did he have a tattoo on his chest that he had removed? It looked like he had a tattoo that said perfection on his chest and it was removed. Is that right?
That's hilarious.
Oh no, it's he had this is what it is. It was a stencil that he had on his chest and then he tanned and then they took the stencil off and then the stencil says perfect tan.
Oh, that's classy.
But it's not like perfection. I thought it said perfection. It looked like it was a removed tattoo saying perfection, but it's a fucking ad that says hashtag perfect tan. You guys have to see this.
Dude, that harkens back to, remember Golden Palace, the temporary tattoos that the fighters would get on their backs?
Yes, I do know what you're talking about.
GoldenPalace.com, yeah.
They would do, they were henna tattoos.
Yeah. So, those were so fun.
Yeah, they, wasn't it, who did that? It was one of the fighters. It was more of like somebody did that and they got into some trouble for doing that. It made Dana White super mad.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the top 10 things that made Dana White the most mad in UFC history. Oh God, I'm sorry, you guys. I was trying to pull that picture up for you, and here we go. Got it. If I'm not mistaken, you should be able to see it. What the freak, yo? I really need you guys to see this freaking picture of smiling Sam Alvey's body. You're not gonna be mad. Dude, you know what? I'm doing too much with goddamn Smiling Sam here. We got to check the live stream out. Is anybody listening and watching? Okay, cool. We're good to go.
Yeah, okay. I just saw the perfect tan picture. I just looked at it. That's beautiful. That's a thing of beauty.
Yeah, I'm just I have so many windows open on my screen right now. Yeah, so I tried to pull up Discord. And to get that going. So basically, you'd be able to like call in and then just be on a phone call.
Gotcha.
So I was trying to do that, but honestly, if you want to like do any tech stuff like the stuff that I'm trying to incorporate every new live stream, you got it takes 4 times longer than you think it's going to take you to figure it out. That's just
of course.
It's just a thing. So I gotta not beat myself up about it. Okay, anyway, so now we have one more fight in there. It's Charles Rosa versus Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell is I believe he's isn't he Thug Nasty?
Again, I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank on both names.
He is. It's Thug Nasty. So Bryce Mitchell's the dude, the redhead from Arkansas. He's actually like a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but he's from Arkansas. And then he when he won his last fight, he's like, "Come on, y'all, give me some camo trunks."
I love it. Oh, that guy definitely has pickup.
Give me some camo trunks. And then so he was a fighter in UFC history to pull off a twister submission.
Okay, nice. That's impressive. I like that.
I believe the only other guy to do that was the Korean Zombie.
Yes.
To give you an idea of how freaking good the Korean Zombie is. God, I can't wait for more featherweight fights, but obviously we're not going to have one because it's going to be a catchweight. That's a good fart sound to come out of my mouth. My grandma always wonders like what is going on when I do that. I'm like, I did it with my mouth, and she's like, "You sure?" Yes, I'm sure, Grandma. I did it. Whatever. She doesn't know. Okay, so okay. Well then, let's just go for Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell. I like him. Camo trunks and tuck nuts is what we do. I don't know how I'm going to get any credibility as being some sort of UFC analyst.
Come on, dude. You know, some people are just like that with the people that I know nothing about. I'm like, who's got the personality? Because I think part of this it's turned into more than just sports and athletics. There is, there definitely is an entertainment factor. So I think it's perfectly fine to say I don't know anything about this fighter, but his personality cracks me up. Or the fact that he's got a face tattoo. I don't like this guy.
Okay, so I found out. Okay, I pulled up some stuff on Charles Rosa. Okay, so Chucky Rosa is. Let's be cool about it. Come on, Trueheart. Yeah, let's be cool. Years old. He's a American fighter, not to be confused with Cape Coral, which is, and then he's lost by 2 decisions and 1 knockout. So he's a good fighter here. Beach, Florida. It's a nice steakhouse. So he knows how to cut. Sorry, that was a little loud. Sorry for you guys that are at home listening to this. Okay, so anyways, let's keep moving. Keep moving. We got that fight under the Okay, so that's everything for the pre-prelims. I'm feeling good about that. And go to the UFC card. Here we go. All right, so now we have the other prelims. Okay, we got Fabricio Verdum versus Alexei Olenek.
Okay, Fabricio making his comeback.
Finally.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how long he was suspended for? 2 years. He's just coming off a 2-year suspension for PEDs.
I believe so. Here we go. Let's find out. All right.
Yeah, because I think the last time I remember seeing him fight, I think it was Travis Brown, and there was like a scuffle with he beat Brown, and then he started Brown corner was talking shit or something, and he threw kicks at them or some shit like that. It was really
sounds pretty gross.
It was very bizarre.
So what we got here is he got a USADA suspension, and he was supposed to fight Alexei Olenek on September 15th, 2018 at UFC 136. And wow, it was a long time ago. Damn, they're 100 UFCs later. And then he got flagged for USADA. He was taking trenbolone. And he got a 2-year suspension. It finished in May 2020. He's got 2 fights left on his contract, and he announced that he wanted a he announced that he wanted a release, and then and his 2-year suspension was actually reduced to 10 months.
Okay.
Oh God! It says for substantial assistance. Do you think he's a rat?
Oh yeah, probably, dude.
Informant. I clicked on it. An informant, also called an informer. You know, you want to tell us all the shit. You're a really big rat. Might be fun. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm gonna go for Fabricio. Even
Yeah, no, I mean I really like his style. He's got good, his jujitsu is freaking great, and then he's also
he is. He just if he wouldn't have been so stupid against Stipe, it could have been really different.
yeah, no, totally.
Okay, we got Carla. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say he's got a great resume. I mean, he came for the title. He beat he beat old Russian guy. I'm totally drawing a blank.
Fedor Emelianenko?
Yes. And I think, he beat Fedor back when Fedor was like
unbeatable.
Exactly. So he's got, I mean, this guy is. I think. Let's see what happens in heavyweight.
Okay, so we got Carla, Cupcake. No, she's not Cupcake. Carla Esparza versus Michelle the Karate Hottie Watterson. Carla the Cookie Monster.
I think I've seen Carla fight a couple of times. I like her style. I like how she fights. I'm always. I tend to always pull for Watterson. So,
Yeah.
She's fun. She's fun. I love the fact that she just I was so happy when she just beat the living beautiful fight. Ever since she's done that, I've been a fan.
For, I believe she was doing it for like $100 or $150. So like you Venmo her like $150, and then she'll like hit up your like boyfriend, and then Paige Van Zandt will be like, "Happy birthday, Brad," right?
That's so corny.
Right, yeah, but like if you're somebody's girlfriend and like you know what I mean, like you could do some shit like that.
No, that's essentially that's Cameo in a nutshell.
So then, so this is the thing. There's this woman that I know, and she's in Australia, and she was a 7-time Muay Thai world champion. Have I told you about this woman?
No, you have not.
Okay, so anyways, maybe I'm crushing on her, maybe I'm not. Okay, whatever, bro. so anyway, so I think she's cute, and she's from Gold Coast, which is in New South Wales. It's whatever. So anyways, she's pretty badass. She's cute. So she is posting the thing about luck, right? Because she's like, I'm a 7-time Muay Thai world champion, and then she sees Paige doing that, and then like I forgot exactly what happened, but there was some sort of link, and then Paige was saying, I can't stand the fact that Dan Hooker gets $1,400 to do the same thing. And it was like, and then somebody's like, even in fighting, women get paid like 7 cents on the dollar or some shit. You know what I mean? 70 cents. So it had Dan Hooker, and he was just standing in the ring like weird. He was like walking like he was walking train or something. Dan Hooker just like, he'll go to a supermarket and just show up, and then they'll give him $1,400, $500, $150 cameos. Girls like, I can't understand any of this. I've beaten up a lot of women. Okay, so put your money on the Karate Hottie because she's gonna eat up the Cookie Monster. Nom, 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 nom. Okay, that's so silly, Tim. You're such a silly boy. And then there were only a few fights left to go over. Here we are. Closing that out, Cookie Monster. You're such a cutie. She's 5'1", 115. She's tiny. I put her in my pocket, and then I get on this roller coaster, and then I take her out. We've only got one more to go. You know what it is?
Yep.
Okay, so what's it gonna be? Make sure you're talking loud and clear.
I said it's totally Tony.
Totally.
Did you watch the Rogan's MMA podcast with Shaw today?
I didn't watch it yet. I'm gonna watch it once I get the Aveeno out.
Oh, dude, they're definitely hypey.
Why are they
hard. I'm
doing that?
like,
Gaethje's a
whoa,
buster, dude.
what's that? Yeah, it's just I'm like, yeah, I think this could be tough. I think in one moment they're like, I think this might be a tougher fight for Tony than Khabib. And I'm like, oh my god.
No, because this is what happens. Can I give you a joke? Okay,
Yeah.
so this is how it goes. It goes like this. So this is Joe and Brendan, and they're having a conversation. Okay, so then it goes like this. Joe says to Brendan, "You're gay," and then Brendan goes, "No, Joe," and then Joe goes, "Yes, you are," and then Brendan goes, 100%.
100%. Yeah.
You saw that one? It was in the comments, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, dude, they always do that. Like, Joe says Brendan, 100% or.
You'd
Yeah,
be, I think
totally.
they say I don't think Brendan's gay. Like it'll be like Brian talking to Joe about Brendan, and then Brendan will be like, I think you'd be surprised.
Yeah. No, that one was just. I'm just gonna drop spoiler alerts because I'm just getting. I was just listening to the end of it. What he called, and it's just like, they're like it's just really funny hearing them talk about COVID-19. It's not that serious, man. Keep your mask off, man. I'm like, oh my god.
Some of those people in the show were being weird though. Like Lex Friedman was wearing his for like a little bit long. Who else was wearing their mask like a little being silly and trying to make some money? But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No,
but it was really interesting. Hearing them talk about oh yeah, start doing comedy, man. Utah, go to Wise Guys and Salt.
keep talking about they're gonna start something in Boise or some shit like that. Let me check the live stream, dude. I have not went over there to see if anybody's even listening for a minute. Okay, we still got 2 people viewing it. This is crazy.
Right on.
I can't believe 2 people are still watching. The stream status is poor. This is like if the stream status was equivalent of the size of a prostate gland, it would be a grapefruit. And
yeah, dude, it must have been because I didn't even. And I had my phone and I was on my computer, and usually I always get hey, Tim Trueheart's going live.
Jesus, this sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to seeing. I'm really looking forward to seeing Tony win. I think that so they were supposed to fight on April 18th. It was postponed until now. It's only been 28 days, right?
Yeah.
It's been 28 days. And how much more ready, as far as from a cardiovascular standpoint, can Justin get in that 28 days? Because it wasn't like he cut weight then. He didn't cut weight like Tony.
Yeah, man.
Tony's mentally really prepared.
Yeah. I have zero reservations that Tony's going. I don't think Tony's going to lose. He's not going to lose his fight. I'm not ready to say it's going to be a mauling. I'm not. He's going to run through him and have him tap by like the second round. But I think it's definitely going to be in his favor.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts. I'll be incredibly shocked.
You think I should put some money on it?
I think you might as well, dude.
What do you think?
If you got $100 to throw down, throw down.
Ooh, $100. That's a lot of my stimulus. Yeah, we'll see. Let me check my look at my taxes first. All right. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Because I could use a little bit of. I could make a little bet. That Calvin Cater bet's probably the best one, I'd have to say.
Yeah. I mean, Tony's about. It's gonna be a 2-time big-time champion. How fucking weird is that?
I mean, see, this is the thing. Yeah, I think that if Khabib,
oh yeah,
he will never fight him.
No.
Because if Tony wins, then Tony's gonna fight Khabib eventually. Somebody like maybe he'll fight Conor. Maybe he'll have to go packing, dog. Not packing, but he'll have to drop down to like number 6 or 7 or something like that. You know?
Oh yeah.
So then you've got. He doesn't even want to take the other one. He's only going to fight Tony, and then he'll fight Conor for like, as I said, $100 million on top of a fucking brand new skyscraper in Dubai. And that's what the fuck's that's gonna be it. They're gonna fight on Mars, whatever the fuck. Yeah, they're gonna fight in like some weird simulation of Westworld. And
Oh God.
yeah, and Maeve's gonna be there. She's gonna be the ring girl. I'm making shit up, and that's such an esoteric reference. So yeah, okay. So everybody who's checking it out, I see there's 2 of you out there, and I think you're enjoying it. I know you did. That's the UFC in a nutshell. We ran for an hour and 2 minutes. I probably got 2 hours of watch time out of this. That's good. And even if it's a choppy thing, I'm still got my watch time, and that's what I'm doing. I'm getting to my.
Gotta get it, dude.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. It's like 10,000 hours, but I gotta get 4,000.
Yeah. Hey, how many those plugs that you put on? Did you get a bump?
I did.
By how many?
I can tell you right now. Let's see. Here we go. I went up by 19.
Fantastic. Okay, and did you just do that in FB and IG?
One tweet, and I did it in Gab.
Okay, so I would go back to do. What I would do if I were you? This is just
tell me, sure, yeah.
In about 3 months, delete those posts and then repost them.
Oh, for sure.
But the next time you do it, though, stagger it. Do one day. Once on IG, see how many you get from that. Once on FB, see how many you get from that. Once on Gab, and do it one day so you see where you get the most traffic. Who's hook you up on YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the Facebook was a big one, honestly. I think the Instagram was all right. I'm not gonna lie. What I really wanted to do was I wanted to pay to promote the post because there was a link in it, and I think that the link made it. The link made Facebook think that it was for me to get donations for a cause.
Oh.
But when it was really like, shouldn't I just? I want if that makes sense.
So what you can do? So you're talking about you wanted to promote it on Facebook?
Yeah, I wanted to promote it. Like I'd pay money to promote it just so that I could,
Yeah, I mean, can you? I keep getting banned from Facebook, so.
Jesus.
I'll do like.
Oh yeah.
I made some promo materials. I made one with like a video. It was kind of like pro wrestling. I put people's faces on the different pro wrestler's body, and then kind of like And anyways, so I had 2 days left in it. I threw that through from Instagram. What you do is you just say a link in the bio, and so on the promotion, what the promotion does is on Instagram, the promotion you can have it send them to your Instagram profile page, or send them to an actual website, or send them to a video. I would say go Instagram. It would just be something. Send them to a website. The website is your YouTube page.
Yeah.
Maybe can you link to your YouTube on your Facebook profile? Is there a place for links?
I don't know, because that's how I set it up in Instagram, where I was like, the link is in my profile.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah. How did you feel? Was it well written enough?
Yeah, dude, it was great.
Cool.
I think there's some cross promotional. Like next time, there's some other things that you can do. Take advantage of stories.
I got to start doing that.
Yeah, I'm doing more like with my Instagram stuff. When I'm posting, dude, I do a story about it. And so if it's a video that I have in Instagram TV, then you can have that swipe up feature. So it's like, hey, new fire just got posted. Swipe up the view, or whatever. So that's a cool feature, and it's just something because somebody's on the story. So I do a better job. Like myself, I'm doing a much better job of taking advantage of the stories, and promoting my content and the stuff that I do, not just like putting sexy in my fucking shitty studio apartment in San Fernando Valley.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I did. You should do that. But that my live stream from earlier today, dude. It was freaking. I listened to the whole thing. I finished it. And I went for a walk, like a 4 mile walk, and that's about how long it takes me to listen to my whole live stream because it takes me about an hour and 7 minutes, an hour and 15 minutes to do it. I listened to it, dude. It was pretty funny, man. I really think it was pretty funny. There was 2 pieces where I was like, I got to pull this out and I gotta just make it a video in and of itself because one making a dump on Takeshi 6ix9ine.
Oh God, nice.
I did that in one of them, and then in the other one, it was the praying mantis eating the murder hornet.
Oh, the murder hornet.
I was watching it and I was just like reacting to it. You could just hear my voiceover.
So I've known about the Japanese, the giant Asian hornet for quite some time. Enough, so they go in and they will decimate an entire beehive, right?
Right.
Little known fact is that the Japanese honeybee has they've developed a defense against the hornet.
Really?
So the hornet had like essentially how the hornets work is they're like think of it as kind of like an army, okay? And they have like these scout hornets that go and like recon and look for beehives. When they find a beehive, they go into the beehive and they release these pheromones that sent onto, they scan to, and then all of the whole army of these giant hornets will go into a beehive and they will just kill and devour of the baby bees and shit. So that's interesting. But in Japan, because this is where a lot of these hornets are, these hornets, honeybee, they don't have a defense mechanism. The Japanese honeybee, however, they do, and what they do is they in there they kind of like they flap their wings, got an intruder, and then before the hornet is able to release its pheromones, they just fucking Johnny pile. They do a dog pile on the hornet, completely engulfed by honeybees, and then while they're doing that, they start flapping their wings incessantly, and it makes all this friction and it overheats the hornet.
Really?
So it heats the hornet up and kills the hornet, but the Japanese honeybees
really
they have a higher heat tolerance than the hornet.
That's super crazy.
Yeah, I did it. Nationally, you can just look Japanese honeybees. Just honeybees kill hornet, and they have video. I found a really cool 3-minute one from Nat Geo, and I did a voiceover where I'm like doing like crappy British like David bees. I'm like, but these aren't honeybees.
That sounds great. Dude, I pulled up a picture of a Japanese.
Are you familiar with the executioner wasp? He's here it is, and then he fixes it by fixing the executioner wasp. Dude, he was in such pain he was frothing from the mouth.
I am pulling up his website, bravewilderness.com.
But when they showed it with the giant, and I'm like, part of me was thinking if the reason why we have Japanese hornets in North America and now in these states united videos.
God damn. God.
I mean, who knows? I mean, for all I know, he felt that.
Whew. Yeah, this is
But once was he got the snapper and he had that bite him. And he's like, there's something called I think it's like an alligator.
Oh.
And this dude, and he literally he made a brace and this fucking snapper just snapped through the boards and like pierced his arm. He's like, oh my god, it's in my arm. It's funny because like his cameraman's like, hey man, are you okay? Okay. It's friggin'
dude. Coyote Peterson.
It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre, and yeah, it's very bizarre, but it's.
I like watching people get jacked, man. I like watching people get jacked up. I really do.
Yeah, you'll enjoy that. Yeah, you'll definitely enjoy hot ball torture videos on.
I don't feel like I like to watch pain. I used to I never even really got too into watching the skate videos, repeat rails, and some people got really, really into that, you know, like fucking finally got this goddamn picture of Sam Alvey. Wait, no. I think I found it. Here we go. All right, everybody. Can we see Sam Alvey for goodness sake here? They don't want you to God, is the heart. They don't want us to see Sam Alvey. Okay. Murder hornets. Um, shoot. So I heard that my brother lives in Atlanta, and Atlanta's been very. A lot of people are not happy with how Atlanta's been treating the. Basically going back into normal life after the quarantine and stuff.
Yes.
So they said that they didn't want him coming back to work until July 1st. That's a while. But I think that's not even crazy, right?
So,
That's
please say that again.
I think it was July 1st or July 10th.
Is when
He was going to be. They were going to expect him to come back.
Yeah.
So it's like 2 more months from now, even. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Wow, that's crazy, right? And it's just saying, it's a little wild.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I know there's one open mic place in Long Beach that is doing they're they're open, they're doing it, they're not charging, so it's kind of hard for them to say. I think they're not charging because they're saying, oh, we're not a business, we're just here, and we only have like 9 people, and we do stand up comedy. I think we're starting to see stuff like that more. I know I got two buddies. They run an open mic on Melrose Avenue in West Hollywood, and it's just they just essentially it's called the Comedy Office. It's a fucking shitty. It's just an office, and they have enough room for maybe they could probably get like 15 people in there total, and so it's just a small room and they do comedy. They're not. They use that space for like podcasts and other shit, or like if someone wants to film a sketch or something like that. But the building that they're in, there's like a hair salon and there's like a tattoo parlor, and last I chatted with one of the guys that runs that room, and he's like, yeah, they're just kind of like, I think there's a lot of businesses that are.
Is that essential?
No, it's not. But what it is that these are businesses that are kind of not prominent. It's not like a McDonald's or something that's very like and like an AMC movie theater. It's very if it's open.
Right.
Whereas these places are it's in a building that's it just looks like a shitty office building. It's nothing. It's nothing like you see windows that show you who's in it. It's the upstairs, so they can kind of there's small businesses and stuff still running, but in a clandestine manner. Now, how they go about reporting that income, I would assume that it's just you don't repay them.
I would imagine that you could run like a really cool like powerlifting gym like I've ever seen in my life. This Khloe Kardashian thing. Yeah, my brother sent it to me, and it's just I have to put it. Be like, what, dude? What? So anyway, this is ridiculous. I can't wait, dude. Did I ask you do anything crazy for the I'm doing this 90-day self-improvement challenge, as I said. Um, and I told then I was like, wait a second, I wrote other things down. You know what I mean? My next thing was to get 250 subscribers. So today was um but yeah, like do you want to announce something that you're going to make yourself accountable for that you got to do by July 12th? It's going to further yourself by any self-made estimate.
Let's see. Just continue to have rock hard erections at night before I go to bed and when I wake up in the morning.
That's great.
That's muy importante. Continue to be gainfully employed. Yippee. I'm toying with the idea of buying property,
I like that idea.
buying a house, but it's not like This isn't like I have to buy a good investment opportunity and whatnot. Um, I've pretty much given up drinking for a while.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, my first, the first like month and a half, I was always, I'd work in the morning and in the afternoon, and then by about like 5 o'clock when I'm done, I would crack open and have about anywhere from 3 to 7 or 8 beers. And since I polished off the last 30 pack of Coors Light last week, I'm just like, okay, I don't need it.
Right. No, I totally get it.
But that's just it's just for me. That's just like I don't want to get fat.
Yeah, those are empty calories, right?
Like I don't want to like blow up. Um, so and that drinking beer at night can definitely lead to that because then it's like you get you have like you're into like 8 beers and you're like I'm fucking hungry. I'm gonna make a steak and have some chips at 10 o'clock.
Oh, damn. Yeah, no, I totally agree.
Yeah, so that's like I guess that's my wellness plan, but I have no desire to like start running right now. Like, I'm a fat fuck, dude. Like, last thing I need to do is I've told you this before. Last thing I need to do is like do something overexerting and then like, oh, I got to go to the hospital. Oh, I got COVID, and oh, they put me on a fucking ventilator. When it's like we have World War II, we have Tuskegee airmen that need those ventilators, not my fat ass. So, the most I'm gonna do is, I'll walk some stairs. Walking, that's my PT.
Sure. Yeah, like I mean, I was saying I was trying to put together like my act, right? Or get like I don't know if there's a. It's not. I don't think it's possible that I was trying to see if I could get some sort of representation, but I don't think it's going to be possible because I think we're still going to be. I really thought we'd be out of here by like. I didn't think it was going to be this long, man.
I'm not shocked. I was definitely. I mean, well, I work in public health, so I kind of, talking with the people that I work with and stuff, they're all like, yeah, it's probably gonna get worse. Probably gonna get worse. It got worse.
Supposed to, yeah. Gosh, man, when's it? Um, so so with that being said, like, when do you think like it would be?
Well, I know in LA they're talking about these phased. I think we're gonna go into phase 2, like tomorrow or Sunday or maybe Monday, where they're gonna open up clothing stores, but it's not like in LA. It's not like you can just like, oh, I'm gonna go to to Marshalls or whatever the fuck. They're gonna go. They're gonna have curbside pickup available. So it's more like you go online and I need a pair of pants because I put on 50 pounds in the past month and I need bigger pants or whatever. So it's not going to be like you actually go in and are trying stuff on and maybe getting a blowjob in the dressing room. Like those, it's going to be a while before that happens. So yeah, they're doing clothing stores. They're doing athletic, Dick's Sporting Goods places, sporting goods. So those are gonna be open and available as well. Except the only thing is that again, it's curbside pickup. I think it's gonna be a while before like gyms open back up.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be a while before the movie. I think for the movie theaters to open up. There is talk about eventually having like restaurants and whatnot open up, but it's going to be a different dining experience, and especially when you think about these like high end restaurants that people like to go to. There's going to be a little less attentiveness, with the servers. The servers are going to be required to wear masks. Our Hooters gonna, maybe you go to Hooters and maybe just, women are gonna they may have to wear burqas at Hooters. I don't know. But I think there's some things like, people are like, oh, I'm antsy to go back and eat, but it's like your dining experience is going to fucking suck. You know, they're saying stuff like, oh, like there's this report saying like, you know, restaurants will be open and you can sit at a table as long as the people that are at that table are your family or they live with you. So what does that mean? Does that mean like you go in there and you have to show them your ancestry.com and your family tree to prove
Right.
like, oh yeah, you know? So it's weird. I think that's what people don't. I don't think people fully understand that. Um, you know, going to see comedy, it's gonna and for you know for people like myself, I'm used to perform like you know getting on shows where it's like, oh, there's 10 people here and they're spread out. I'm very used to that, so I'm like, oh, that's you know, I think there's going to be a lot of that. Like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they say, oh, the Comedy Store's open, but we have to do social distancing. It's not like all people have to be packed in together. Um, and so, you know, it's going to be. I think in some places, like, you know, some places in the Midwest, they may have different guidelines. But I think in big cities like in LA and in DC and in New York City, it's not just going to be going back to normal. You know, it's not just going to be, hey, I'm going to go to the 24-hour fitness and get a hand job in this. It's going to be a little different, dude. It really is, and I don't think people are prepared for that. Perfect example. There's this buffet eating. Buffet eating is probably gonna go the way of the dodo. Okay.
Well, yeah, I agree.
There's this buffet place called bred and born out of San Diego. Lovely San Diego. You stay classy, San Diego. The place is called the Soup Plantation. The San Diego Union Tribune yesterday reported that Soup Plantation will be closed permanently because and to me I think this is very interesting. And you know the company, they decided that our model of like buffet style eating, our model will not be sustainable in a post COVID-19 world. And so they decided, hey, we're unfortunately, you know, we are going to just have to shutter. We're going to have to close down, file for bankruptcy, and all that kind of stuff. But you know, and they even said this. They said we could have gotten some sort of like corporate, you know, business relief from the federal government, but we knew that our model would not be sustainable, and so we didn't take that money. And I think that is that's very important. And I hope that there's other businesses out there that may be in similar circumstances. It's unfortunate, you know. I'm not a fan of capitalism by any means. I'm not a fan of like multinational corporations or big corporations. But I hope that there's some big businesses out there that realize that what they do and the products, the services that they give, the way that they do it is not sustainable. And if it's not, they should not be taking any money from the government. It's very important.
Yeah.
Besides that, like, so buffet, if you're a fan of buffets, they're going to be gone.
That's like Cracker Barrel.
It's going to be really interesting with the Chinese buffets, Tim. The Chinese buffets.
Ooh.
Yeah, because then you're going to get this drama from the left. You know, you probably get like a write up in the root saying like, you know, forcing Chinese buffets to close down is racist. more anti-Chinese rhetoric. COVID-19 forcing, you know, Hong Kong buffet.
But what if they have a buffet at like you know the one of those Cracker Barrel type places? And they let that one stay open.
Cracker Barrel is the buffet, dude.
No, but I'm saying like one of those places where they have like mac and cheese, and they'll have like string beans, and they have somebody that's cutting a big piece of like roast beef, and that's all.
I think what it is
Old Country Buffet. There's a place called like Old Country Buffet.
Old Country Buffet, Sizzler, Ponderosa Steakhouse. Though, and so I think, and the one thing I read about the Soup Plantation thing is they were saying like. They're like, so this is okay. Do you watch? Are you a fan of the Stranger Things? Do you watch the Stranger Things?
The first 2 seasons I watched religiously.
okay, the third season, I'm not going to give too much away, but they play a lot of homage to the shopping mall. And the shopping mall is a thing of the bygone past. And it's slowly going the way of the dodo, and I think with COVID-19, that's probably going to expedite its process on a greener pastures.
It's like online shopping is the future.
Yeah,
Even more so. Yeah.
yeah. So the same thing with the buffet, dude. The buffet has been. I mean, because I don't know about you, I remember being a kid. Winning the big crosstown rivalry in your little league baseball game. And then what do you do to celebrate? You go to Ponderosa Steakhouse.
Oh, so good.
You hop in the back, and in the back of somebody's pickup truck.
That's very safe.
Team, ride around town. Coach is honking the horn. The kids are saying, "We're number one. We're number one. We beat Koloski's Ace Hardware."
What?
Yeah, and then you go to Ponderosa. You attack that buffet. Oh, remember the cinnamon raisin bread in the buffet, Tim?
I do.
Oh my God! And you just sit there, and you just, hey, I'll take a cake. Bring 2 pitchers of Mountain Dew. We're having a good time. Thanks a lot, Debbie. Debbie at Barb are your servers. And you go. Every time you go to the buffet, you get a new plate because you want to do a competition. Who can stack up the most plates? Who can down the most shit from the Ponderosa Steakhouse or the Sizzler or the Old Town Country Buffet?
Oh.
God. So Soup Plantation, similar thing, but their thing was it was salad and it was soup. Some people lovingly refer to it as the pig's trough.
Is that a real name? The Soup Plantation?
Soup Plantation, yeah. It's a SoCal.
That's real?
It's real.
I thought that was like a term that somebody made up, like a journalist.
No, Soup Plantation is a real.
That sounds terrible.
Tim, first time I ever went to a Soup Plantation, Jesus. I was in the Marine Corps. I remember I hooked up with the fat chick, and I'm on Liberty. I'm in Oceanside. I go to this.
Lucky.
The Rusty Spur. It's a crappy dive bar, country bar in Oceanside, and I'm freaking drunk out of my mind, and I hook up with this fat chick. We go back to her place. We have sex.